Look at the muscles. Join the Fighters Guild? Fight and get paid for it. For you, of course. If you want my help, you'll need to join up. Fighters Guild members only. Be seeing you. Hello.
Oh. Hello. Hi there.
Hello.
The Nibene Basin Great range from rolling farmlands by the river east to the rugged uplands of the Vallis Mountains.
You think?
The Fighters Guild is recruiting again. Not a bad way to make some money if you've got the
Well
stones
met.
for it.
Welcome to the Oak Enclosure. This one is Talisma, your hostess. Our rooms and food are at your disposal. There's one available for the night. If you're interested, it'll be 10 gold. What do you say? The room is upstairs, first door to the left. Sleep well. You too.
Good day, man, and welcome to Coral. You're under the watchful eye of the Coral Guards, so don't you worry. We keep the peace, and keep it nice. Take your time.
Bye. Yes?
Oh, hello. Ah! What is it?
Look at the muscles on you.
I bet.
Hi. Well, hello there. It is good to see that the blessed curse has not yet faded from all of us. What brings you to my domicile? That a damned one has risen as high as you, and yet portrays signs of ignorance, precipitates the question, by what means of ascension? Well, my speculations will have to wait for other times. What in particular did your inquiry regard? There are few clans in Cyrodiil. Most new vampires die too soon to join any clans, let alone start their own. No, Morrowind is a much better place. The most prominent ones, prominent, not powerful, are the Kindred and the Bloodworkers, who are currently in a war with each other. The Bloodworkers are mere infants, and would perish if the Kindred crept out of their hiding hole and did something, which they don't. No, those fanatic old dustlickers are too busy staying inside and talking to themselves. As you can imagine, there's no prospect of this war ending. Which gives us reasonable clans a nice breath of fresh air at the Centennial Convents. Bureaucracy and naivete, those are Kindred and Bloodworkers. See you.
Hail to you, champion of the darkness. Speak to me of your ancient will. I've heard that your grace has the ability to disappear at will and then reappear wherever your grace wishes. Truly a marvelous feat. Of course, according to the arcane texts, this does carry a few risks, but I'm sure that your grace knows this much better than I. If you've got trouble finding a merchant that's open at night, let alone one that can bear to look at you, then you know how I feel. We all do. At least we've got our eyes, right? I've lost count of how many times I've tricked the mortals into believing I'm one of them. Comes in handy. Just be careful around the guards. They're not easy to fool. I had no idea your grace desired such lowly vintage. I do have a bottle, and it is yours for a mere 100 septims. Much obliged, your grace. Here's your blood. I've bottled it myself with utmost care. Hope the taste is adequate for your refined palate. Good morning. Oh my. If I knew your grace was coming, I certainly would have tidied this dirty hovel up. A visit from an ancient is a treasured experience. Things aren't like they used to be. We used to mind our own business, be content with the way we looked, and stick with the abilities we had. Now, we've got all these clans with elders and whatnot trying to take over the world, and none of them have the sense to cooperate. I don't know. I guess people will never be satisfied. Bye then.
How are you?
Good morning. Hail.
Look at the muscles on you.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
They say syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of imperial goods in the land of the Ultima.
It seems Somerset Isle has become a much more dangerous place.
Good day. Look at the
You're a
muscles
sneaky
on
looking
you.
sort. The pleasure is all mine.
Watch for minotaurs in the forest. Aggressive beasts. They'll tear right through your armor, too. Be seeing you.
Hi there.
I ran across a ghost once. He seemed to suck the... They say that when you murder someone, the Dark Brotherhood comes
Hello.
out in your sleep. It's how they recruit new members.
It's you. Hi. Heard any news from the other provinces?
They say syndicates of imperial goods in the land of the
Seems Somerset Isle
Hello there.
Good day. What is it?
Oh, hello.
Hi there.
Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
I've heard that the Nords of Skyrim have been warring with the Redoran of Morrowind.
I'm not surprised. It seems that Skyrim is always involved in a border dispute.
Farewell.
You have the eyes of a trained marksman. Ah, another one who has transcended the youth of their unlife. It's a refreshing change from the younger ones. How may I help you? That a damned one... Well... Most vampires think of them as nothing but hot-headed buffoons, in the way most mortals think of vampires as myths and follies. This only shows how well-versed the real hunters are in disinformation. They recruit fang fodder, mere simpletons, eager to please but quick to die. But the experienced leaders of the Hunters Guild, and yes, there is a guild, they are truly the most dangerous mortals in Cyrodiil. Be wary, friend. Farewell. Hello there. Well, hello there. It is good to see that the blessed curse has not yet faded from all of us. What brings you to my domicile? Bye then. Greetings. You have the eyes of a trained marksman. Hi! You can find careful land growing in caves. They're said to mark the place someone has died. Oh, I understand the Fighters Guild is hiring.
They say
Hello.
syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of imperial goods in the land of the Altmer.
The Altmer have powerful wizards. It could be a dangerous situation.
Goodbye.
Take care.
My pleasure, really.
Hi!
Greetings to you. Hello.
Hi there.
It seems that these are turbulent times in the land of the Dunmer.
Good day.
How goes it?
Well met. The land surrounding Lake Newman are studied. Take care. What is
The Mohians are proud of their reputation for being independent, rough, and rebellious. I see. Good day. Take care.
How do you do?
If there's anything I can do, I am humbly at your service.
Heard any news lately?
The Nibene Basin grades from rolling farmlands by the river, east to the rugged uplands of the Valus Mountains. Good day. I understand the Fighters Guild is hiring new members. Not bad work for some folks.
You don't say. Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Good day. Greetings.
You look like someone who's comfortable in heavy armor.
How are you today?
Let's get this over with.
Show me what you got. Die! Do your worst. Jump on my sword while you can. Pull.
Whoa!
You're pathetic.
Whoa!
Let's get this over with.
What do you want? Go ahead. Be seeing you. Good to see you.
Hello.
Today's your lucky day, so let's hear it.
I'm Ulfin, the light armor trainer. Skjorda and I run Nord Winds. Please excuse us. We had a little drink up last night. Still a little muzzy. This better be good. Is that so? Oh, I like that. Say, that's... Oh, please. That's not bad. Just like Skyrim, except for all the tight-ass Heartlanders around. All work and chapel. No wonder they're so sour. For the right price, may I interest you in some of my fine wares? That's a good deal. A good price for a good... That's a fair deal. You drive a hard... That seems a... That's more than I'd use. You've... That's a fair deal. That's a... A pleasure to serve you. Take care.
Skjorda, Nordwinds. We've got clothes and armor, and I've got a headache. So keep your voice down, please. So? Really now. Really now. You're wasting your... Get away. All right, I get it. May I interest you in some of my fine wares? A fine That's a good deal. Thank you for your business. Yes? Be seeing you. Yes.
Hello.
Poor Arnora. Seems her boyfriend Jorunda has stolen some gold from her and left her penniless. Now he's in jail and she's destitute.
Who will help an old beggar? Who will help an old beggar?
Yes. Edla Darkheart. If you want to be a marksman, I can train you. If you can breathe, I can teach you. This better be good. Oh, blow away, Windbag. That's really funny. That's pretty far. Blow away, Windbag. I doubt it. Knowledge is the key to success in any endeavor. Be seeing ya.
Have mercy. Just one coin.
I'm saving up enough for some medicine. Thank you, kind lady. Yes? No, you do me too. Not funny, not even a little bit. You should be ashamed. Goodness, what can I say? I wish I could say that. Yes, the vampire hunter. As far as I know, he just showed up recently here in Bruma. Not only that, but he already found a vampire among us. Apparently, Braden Lyrian was one of those vile creatures, and Raynil slew him. Kinda strange, though. I never figured Braden to be a vampire. He seemed to be such a likable fellow. Blessings of Mystara upon you. Hello. You're a sneaky-looking sort.
You're going to have to leave. This is a crime scene, and no one other than ourselves, our Raynil Draelus, will be allowed access. Certainly. I suppose there's no harm in telling you what happened. Word is bound to get around Bruma anyway. Turns out that Braden Lyrian is a vampire. Or was. If it wasn't for Raynil Draelus, we may never have uncovered the truth. Let me explain. In the last week or so, we've found 2 bodies stashed in shallow graves outside the city walls. The bodies had puncture wounds on their necks. The bodies were those of some beggars who used to wander the streets looking for handouts. Vampire probably thought no one would miss them. Luckily for us, Raynil arrived in town. He said he was a vampire hunter, so we asked for his help. He tracked the vampire to this house. When he entered the place around noon, Braden was sleeping. He was able to slay him at that point. Luckily, Braden's wife wasn't home. Poor thing. She didn't even know her husband was infected. We did a follow-up investigation, and it's true that no one recollects seeing Braden out in the daylight. He's only been spotted at night. I'm afraid there's not much more to tell you, so you can see we really don't need any help, but thanks for the offer. As far as I know, he was a good man. I never saw this coming. But vampires are masters of deception, so I guess it makes sense. I'm impressed. It only took him a day to track the vampire down. I guess that's why he does it for a living. Strange that you should ask. I was told to distribute these notes this morning. Here, have one.
I can't believe this is happening. Please, please, I need your help. My husband was no vampire. It's ridiculous. No one will listen to me. Forgive me. I loved my husband dearly, and to lose him this way makes no sense. Anything you can do to help would be wonderful. This is all happening so fast. I came home only just a few hours ago. I found the door open and my Braden dead. Standing over him was a Dunmer. I screamed and ran out into the street. Some city watch were nearby and heard me, I suppose, as they arrived quickly. I heard the Dunmer identify himself as Rainiel Draelus. He said he was a vampire hunter and that Braden was his mark. The guards seemed to know about Rainiel, and after a search of the house, the body of some beggar was found stashed in our basement. The guards sent for Carius, who is an investigator for crimes here in Bruma. In minutes, Rainiel convinced Carius that Braden was a vampire.
Well, of course it does. It was obviously planted here. Why would he stash a body in his own house? That's ridiculous. And another thing, the guards are making a big deal out of no one seeing Braden out in the daylight. Well, of course that's the case. He works at night and has to sleep during the day. Why does that make him a vampire? It's all that Rainiel character. I don't trust him. The thing that bothers me the most is that I swear I've seen him before. Of course, he says he's never been here. Look, there isn't much more to say. Please, help me clear my husband's name. All right. Gracious, what a hero. Don't talk such rot. I have no idea where he'd be. Just find him and make him tell you the truth. I swear he's a liar. I know I sound desperate, but I know I'm right.
So, any new revelations in your investigation? Certainly. I'm sure Erlene is very upset. She'll be safe, though. Rainiel has confirmed with us that she isn't infected. Her accusations that Rainiel is lying is not surprising. At this point, she's so upset that she'll say anything to deny what really happened. I suppose if I found out a loved one was something as horrid as a vampire, I'd find any excuse not to believe it either. I'll warn you about one thing. I understand you wanting to help Erlene by checking up on Rainiel. We have it on good authority from officials in a neighboring city that Rainiel is what he says he is. So I'm not sure what you're trying to prove. I am only allowing you to do this investigation, and I use that term very loosely, because Erlene is so distraught. Keep up the good work, I suppose. Sorry, I have a lot of work to do. So, keep up the good work, I suppose.
Morning.
You hear about Jorunda? He was caught stealing gold and now he's in jail. I bet Anora's beside herself with grief.
So long.
You too.
Hi. A pleasure to speak with you. Tell me more. Farewell.
Go ahead, please. We'll see. Don't. Sure, that's cute. Don't. Yeah, I get it. Sure, that's cute. That's just talk. Be seeing you.
What can I do for you today? This better be good. You're a big yeah? I doubt you really mean that. I doubt you I'm not. I see. Good journey to you. What can I do? Go ahead. Not bad. Was that good one? You're good. Good journey to you. What can I do for you today? Please, go on. Have a look around. I know I may be out of line by saying this, but I think the city guards may be wrong. It's hard to imagine Braden was a vampire. I could have sworn I saw him outside in the daylight before. Unless he just got that disease very recently, I'd say they were mistaken. When I heard Raynil killed him, I didn't know what to think. But after your visit here, I'm beginning to wonder. Raynil's staying in the last room down the hall upstairs. Here's the key. I always liked Braden and Arlene. They were a nice couple. I hope you get to the bottom of this, because I don't believe he was a vampire either.
I have no time for your pathetic attempts at small talk. Now, walk away before I get nasty.
What can I do for you today? Gelliborn? That's odd that you should mention that name. Raynil told me that he was the last vampire he hunted. Yeah, that's right. Somewhere in Skingrad, I believe. He said he tracked Gelliborn down and killed him. That's apparently why the guards trust him so readily. They had gotten word from Skingrad's City Watch about Raynil and his so-called accomplishment. And nothing else I can tell you about him. He comes and goes and doesn't talk to people much. Just look for me if you need anything else. Hello.
So, any new revelations in your, investigation? How do you know about that? Too many people don't know how to keep quiet about official matters. Very well. The Skingrad City Watch informed us that Gelliborn was killed by Raynil not too long ago. Gelliborn was a vampire as well, obviously. What do you mean you disagree? That's a bold statement. What proof do you have that Gelliborn was not a vampire? I don't know what to say. It all makes perfect sense now. Why else would Raynal have removed this journal from the crime scene in Skingrad? I heard no mention of a key either. It must have been removed by Raynal from Braden's body before we arrived. To think that 2 innocent men were killed, and that I'm responsible for one of their deaths, I'm speechless. I will rouse the guard and begin a search for him in the city. Meet me at Olev's Tap and Tack in 1 hour. Just before I arrived here, I received a report from one of our scouts watching the roads. Raynal was spotted heading west out of Bruma. The scout tried to follow, but lost him in the mountains. The only cave to the west that comes close to the one described in Gelliborn's journal is Boreal Stone Cave. That must be where he's headed. You must get there before he acquires whatever artifact is being kept there and makes his escape. I'm keeping the city guard in Bruma, as Raynal doesn't know we're after him. If he sees a guard, he may panic and run. You're my only hope at the moment. Please, you have my authorization to do everything you can to bring him to justice. If he won't surrender, I think you know what to do. Hurry. I fear you have a day at the most to stop him. If all you say is true, Raynal will answer for Braden's death. I can't wait to get my hands on Raynal. He'll become very familiar with Bruma's dungeons, or the end of my blade if he doesn't come peacefully. Please hurry. Raynal may make a break for the open road at any moment.
Congratulations. I had a feeling you would catch on sooner or later. Leaving that journal behind was a stupid mistake on my part. I saw you enter Olav's Tap and Tack before I could get there, and I knew that I had to sneak out of Bruma somehow. It was only a matter of time before you or Carius figured it out. No matter. After I've killed you, I won't need my vampire hunter ruse any longer. Certainly not. I'm surprised Carius didn't send the entire city watch up here, but then I would have seen that coming, I suppose. I expected to lay low for a while and then be on my way. So again, I underestimated you. This leaves me with little choice. Either I fight you now and have a chance at freedom, or I surrender and rot in a city dungeon. I prefer the chance for freedom. Yes, I suppose it is. Well then, we've talked enough. Only one of us will walk out of here alive this day. Good luck.
Today's your lucky day, so let's hear it.
Hail.
How
May
are
I
you?
help you?
What do you want?
I see from your expression that you were successful. Rainiel will pay for both crimes. Gelliborn was likely another innocent he slain. I'll make sure Skingrad City Watch hears of this.
I've
Please,
heard
sir.
right wing
Rainiel
is
may
good
make
with
a
a blade.
break for the open
No
road at
wonder
any
he's in the
moment.
Fighters Guild.
Well met.
What news do you bring? Go ahead. I knew I'd recognized Rainiel. I think when I first met Braden many years ago, he introduced me to him. They were part of some sort of brotherhood. They would roam Cyrodiil in search of legendary treasures and the like. The only reason he stopped doing that is because we got married and he wanted to settle down. I'm afraid, thanks to Rainiel, that time is lost. Yes, I remember Braden mentioning that name once. He was part of the brotherhood he had created with Rainiel. Long ago, I made a promise to Braden. I promised to never reveal to anyone what I'm about to reveal to you now. However, because you've avenged his unjust death, I feel that Braden would understand why I'm breaking that pact. Braden told me about this amulet when they first brought it home from whatever distant land it came from. He never really trusted anyone else in the group, and before he secured the treasure in that cave, he had a special enchantment placed upon it. The magic masks the true identity of the item. All it takes is a simple command word, and the amulet would be restored to its true state. No, he always feared this day would come. He left me knowledge of that word in the event that he died, and I came into possession of the keys. If the other members of Braden's group were still alive, and I on my deathbed, only then would I pass the knowledge on to them. If you'd give me that amulet, I would like to show you what you've recovered. Thank you. I will now speak the word. Brother. Here is the amulet back. It's as beautiful as it was the day I remember seeing it long ago. I want you to keep it, as I have no use for this anymore. I'm certain that's what I want, and I'm certain that's what Braden would want. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope that the amulet helps keep you safe on whatever roads you may travel. Yes? Justice has been done.
Hail!
What is it, Sarah?
I've heard that Aretus Falvius at the chapel can conjure up creatures.
Seems odd, given his vocation. Still, I suppose there's no harm.
What's the news from the other parts of... What brings you to me this day? You did what had to be done. There should be no regrets or doubts in your mind about it. Raynal was an evil Dunmer, and he deserved that fate. In your absence, I dispatched a runner to Skingrad to let them know they needed to clear Gelliborn's name for the record books. Like Braden, I think he deserves to have his name clear of wrongdoing. Although we can't go back and undo what's been done, I feel justice has been served and Braden's soul may rest with ease. Have you ever considered a job in law enforcement?
Have pity on an old war veteran.
I'm sorry. You must speak to Countess Carvane for any further information.
I've heard much about your deeds from my people in Bruma. I trust the stipend Tolgan gave you whetted your appetite. Good point. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Countess Nerina Carvane. I assume you've noticed all the Akaviri relics I'm displaying. Well, it's safe to say I'm a collector of sorts. I've invested a great deal of time and money acquiring these bits of ancient history. In fact, I'd be so bold as to proclaim my collection the most complete in all Cyrodiil, perhaps even beyond. Except for one thing. A particular relic has eluded me for many years. Possessing this piece of Akaviri antiquity would make my collection complete. I'm of course referring to the Draconian Madstone. The stone is a fine bit of Akaviri craftsmanship. Worn like an amulet, this talisman is said to protect the wearer from poisons of any type. The Madstone appears as a snake coiled around and encircling itself. The eyes of the snake are supposed to be precious gems or some such. Through my sources, I've learned that the last reported location of the Madstone was the ruins at Pale Pass. Are you familiar with the history of Pale Pass? Back at the end of the First Era, raiders from the continent of Akavir attempted to gain a foothold here in Tamriel. At that time, the Empire was broken into smaller factions. Raymond Cyrodiil decided to unify them and form an army to repel the Akaviri raiders. The force became known as the Army of Raymond. The two armies clashed in what's now northern Cyrodiil. The Akaviri were strong and well supplied. But their greatest error was marching through Morrowind on the way to their objective and dismissing the response it would garner from Vivek. They didn't count on Lord Vivek forming an alliance with the Trident Kings of the Dreg. From Morrowind, he struck at their rear flank. Not only did this make the Akaviri fight on two fronts, it also cut off access to reinforcements and supplies from the sea. Not quite. The army of Raymond knew that the organized Akaviri forces were commanded from a hidden post in the mountains. Rumors placed it in a snowy vale called Pale Pass. That's where Raymond focused his attention. As his forces fought their way across the Gerald Mountains, the Akaviri suddenly surrendered. It was assumed they were overwhelmed and gave up. The only strange part was that the command post and Pale Pass were never found. It was dismissed as a rumor, and the army of Raymond celebrated. It's come to my attention that the post did exist, and it happens to be the last reported location of the Draconian Madstone. If you retrieve the Draconian Madstone for me, I'll be happy to compensate you by rewarding you with another Akaviri artifact. Are you game? I had a feeling you'd accept. Good. Then let me tell you how you're going to find the Madstone. I've come into the possession of a diary, written by an Akaviri messenger. I suspect that the text within can lead you to the ruins. Here's a translation of the passages we could still read. It was quite damaged. I've also included a rough map that was drawn in the diary as well. I'm also providing you with a unique key that was supposedly found with the diary. I'm assuming it'll prove useful when you arrive at the site. The Madstone awaits, and so does your reward if you retrieve it. I paid several scouts to try and find the ruins at Pale Pass before I hired you. They were only able to locate the first of a series of landmarks. These landmarks are mentioned within the diary. The one referred to as Dragonclaw Rock has been located. I'll mark it on your map. The rest is up to you. My scouts reported bitter cold and dangerous creatures in the area, so they couldn't proceed. Be cautious and return home soon. Good luck. May the path ahead be free of danger.
Hello.
What's the
Anyone should consider the fighting skill. I hear they're always looking for